Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome in if you're new, y'all. It's been a big week already. It's going to be a big week. I'm here to do our midweek energy check. I hope you're faring well through that huge Aquarian full moon. I did do our weekly reading and posted it early this week because of all the huge energies. If you did miss that video, there is a quick link down below in this video in the comment section that you can hit and just go right over and kind of look at the overview for this week's energy according to the Grace Card Oracle. Okay, it's big stuff. It's big stuff, and I hope you're okay. I hope everybody's doing well, and thank you for being here. Y'all, our midweek energy card was choice. I'm trying to get out of my own so I can use that for the... Yeah. Okay, this card reads, for every action there is a reaction. Choose wisely. But the bigger reminder is that we have a choice. I mean, there's some obvious choices in life, okay, this or that. But when it comes to us and the way we express in our world, I think we forget. We're on some sort of autopilot and we go into reactionary mode. But the truth is, it's like we have control over our own files. We have control over what we think, which is connected to the way we feel, which is what basically drives our reality going forward. Okay, so midweek we were prompted to remember, I believe it's my spirit message, that we were prompted to remember that we actually have a choice, that we can choose our own way. We can choose our own expressions into the world. We can choose to respond versus react. We have so much control over our own systems, over our own lives. Okay, and I hope you're faring well out of that big full moon. But like I said before in that weekly video, I alluded to the fact that with this huge full moon came a lot of planetary action. Some of it kind of fractious, kind of could cause some disturbances. You got the Uranus energy with the Taurus energy, which is, you know, Taurus is our foundation. It's literally the ground beneath our feet. So there could have been, you know, those kinds of disturbances for you as well as the earth. You know, because Uranus is about like the unexpected and kind of shaking things up, baby. And so some of that could have been towery. If you're into the tarot, you know what the tower is all about. It's like a full destruction so that we can rebuild again. And that's what it's about. So keep that in mind, okay? If anything happened with your world like that, please try to just grab hold of your faith and your grace, because it was all meant to be. It's all okay. It really is. And it's really important that we try and keep our vibe high, or at least stable, in control, in our own control, rather than being in that reactionary vibration to everything that's going on around us, because that's not going to get us anything. We're just mirroring the outside drama. Okay, but when we get ourselves together in here, what actually starts to happen is the outside drama starts conforming. Okay, but it takes some effort. It really does, because it's really hard. I mean, I know, you know. It's like I'm like dandy going down my road, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh. But you know, as quickly as you can be triggered, you can flip your own switch back into gear. Okay, so you just remember that you have a choice. That was a good segue, wasn't it? Okay, and so since this thing is so wide open, this subject of choosing choice, I just want to see if I can get any more clarity, get a little closer to the point of this whole card right here. I mean, it's great for us to remember that we have a choice, but we also had, you know, ask for a blessing. There is an endless supply of divine support awaiting your request. That was at the beginning of the week, and then we also got this in the next couple days. Direction. And this one is just indicating, you know, trying to remind us to go ahead and look for clues. Life is a big old Easter egg hunt that never closes. The gate never closes. Grace will lead us to the exact events and experiences we need precisely at the right time. That's just the way it is. Life is magical, y'all. It is. So in the next couple of days, just remember to look around. Feel the magic in your world. If there's something a little different, pay attention to it. If you're being prompted from the inside to go a different direction to the store, well, go, because you just don't know, okay? And so getting back to the choice card, I'm going to go ahead and I've decided, this deck decided for me to clarify the choice card with the Power of the Elements Oracle deck. Okay, so we're going to do that. I did pre-shuffle our deck. I'm going to cut it one time, and normally I pull off the top, and I'm being prompted right now to just do the fan spread that I always do with the grace cards, and we'll just pull one card and see what comes up for us. And that choice card, okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to build suspense, but it's fun. Okay, here we go. This is so perfect. Be patient. Please, be patient. This is, I'm telling you, and I can't even with this, because this is what August itself, 2024, is all about. Is just be patient, because stuff is happening. I can hear literally the gears turning out there. It's happening, okay? So it says, it's number 36, which is also the number 9. So if that resonates with you in any way, like the 36 number or the 9 number, very cool. If it doesn't, well, you just got it. You just got the 36 number. So, you know, go in the little search thing and just put 36 spiritual meaning, and it will highlight for you what this card is trying to bring to us, numerically speaking, on that vibratory level. But it says, take time to connect to your inner compass. Before you make those choices. This one's pretty much what this whole channel is all about, is connecting with that wise source, that wise self inside of us. Because we default to that outer sun energy, the yang energy, and the one that has been influenced by society and our families and our education, our upbringing, all that stuff. But there is a wise source inside of all of us, regardless, no religion connection here. If you're a human being, you have this spark, okay? And we don't connect with it regularly like it would be so beneficial to do, okay? So, you know, that's just about getting to know yourself, learning who you are, getting real with yourself, telling yourself the truth, trying to really honor these deals that we keep with ourselves, becoming our own best friend, so we at least have one person out there or in here that we can trust. And once we start to ride on that type of vibe, like, okay, you know, I know that's all crazy out there, but I got this. Once you've got that, you're good. And it's a lot easier to be patient with manifestations that you think you want in your world. And it's such a proper stance, a patient stance, to make big decisions. But I'm just saying, every little thing that we do, everything we say, everything we think, those are choices. We're making those choices. And these things that we think in our head, these little conversations we have about others in our heads and all of that, is just such a distraction and keeps us a little bit disconnected to that wise self who doesn't give a crap about any of that. This wise self doesn't really have an opinion on those shoes, okay? It's a total distraction, okay? So connect with that inner wise self of yours. And getting to that is different for everybody. But a good way to try and get connected with yourself is really just to stop the chatter from the outside. Do whatever it is that you have to in your realm, in your world, in your 3D existence to create a space. I mean, you're not going to find time. You're not, you're going to find opportunities and synchronicities, but time you're not going to find. You've got so much time. You've got a pie of time in your day. We've got to use it. We've got to set those boundaries and make those decisions and allot time to different things, okay? So that's all ours. That's all ours. So there needs to be some time for us to actually get secluded in some way and get all that outside chatter off of us, basically, to do the connection, to create and maintain a connection with ourselves. I mean, it's sort of like maintenance. It's like taking the car into the shop, every so often. And I recommend every couple of days at least, get with yourself. Take yourself to the shop. Take yourself to your room. Take yourself to the garden. Take yourself to the beach. Take yourself somewhere where all of that outside chatter that normally hits you ain't happening. And that's when you can get fresh inspiration. That's when you can start free thinking. That's when you're not responding to stimulus. You're just there, allowing, being in that space of allowance. That's when it starts to come in. That's when it has room to be there for you. Okay? So be patient. Take the time to connect to your inner compass. Create that for yourself. Appropriate some time in your big pie of time in a day to give that to yourself, to connect with yourself, because then when you are making those choices in your life, they're wise choices, because for every action there is a reaction. That is the way it is in this system. That's a fundamental truth in this system. And it doesn't have to be an outward expression, a physical expression. Every expression, every emotional expression makes a wave here. It's important, okay? Every thought we think creates an emotion that is connected to our frequency, and that matters. That is an expression in itself, and it is responded to. Okay, so this is just so important, I guess, to get over the hump of this week, to get through those energies from the full moon, to start sliding off the other side of this and start watching the things that we've created in the last several weeks start to come in toward the end of August, and the 1st of September is when things are going to start to show themselves very slowly. So please be patient with it. Do that work on your own, and just know you ordered the pizza, you paid with the credit card, the delivery driver is on its way. I know the pizza's coming now. I'm going to go get busy with something else. Okay? All right. Ooh, I know it's not easy. But look, you are being heard, you are being supported, you are being loved, and these things that you think you need and you want in your world, well, the universe is responding immediately to that. But it has more of an overview of the dynamics surrounding each situation that we try to bring to ourselves, and it's not always like a timely thing for us. We want this and we want it now, or we want it next week. Well, it may not be ready for us, or we may not be ready for it. We don't know that. We just know that we're trying to design something for ourselves, which is great. But this thing is so important, just to, if you're not a patient person in the outset, if you don't have a direct line to your faith in your journey and your faith in your story, if you struggle with that, if you feel like things kind of come in and mess with you, and circumstances happen to you and people do things to you, well, you really need to tap into your patience. Okay? For those who actually believe in the journey, it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier because we don't put that pressure on ourselves. So like this being patient thing, just so part of our package. And when you can make that sense of patience part of your package, your life is just a little bit smoother. You're going to have those seeming pitfalls and mistimings and things that don't work out the way you want them to. And we're all going to have that regardless. It's all about how you journey through all of it. And if you're a patient person, if you understand that things are happening exactly as they're supposed to be, then you don't struggle with that part as much as most people. Okay? So you could do that for yourself. You could be your own best friend in that way and learn to just be patient with the process of divinity in your life, because it's working on your behalf. Source wants your best evolution on this planet and nothing else. And sometimes it gets squeaky to have that. Sometimes enlightenment is hard. Sometimes, like these revelations that are given to us, they're tough to take. Sometimes these uprooted things that happen, especially like with this Uranus energy, the Uranus-Taurus tie-in energy, it's hard to make these changes. It's hard to take changes. It's hard when people leave our lives, even if we want them to be gone. These things are not always easy for us. But with a patient system, a patient set of, I don't know, I mean, just put on your bracelet and call it patience and wear it. You know, I don't know how you have to do it for yourself. But for me, it was just about tapping into my divinity and realizing that I've been through a lot, and it's a miracle that I'm here. So there's got to be something happening. I mean, there's got to be some reason. There's got to be a divinity taking care of me, and there's got to be a reason for my journey. So I am intimately connected with myself in that way, and that makes it a lot easier for me. So just know that about you too. You know, just realizing that if this is the first time you're hearing this, well, then you're hearing it for the first time. You matter. Your journey and your story is important. Everybody alive on this planet right now, we're big dogs. We got stuff to do. We have energy to carry. We are being utilized to conduct a huge change in this planetary situation. We're going from combat to cooperation, and it hurts sometimes. It's squeaky sometimes. It is choppy sometimes. But just be patient with this process, because it's all for our best evolution on this planet, I promise. Thank y'all for being here so much, and if you care to share this video, please do that. I will put these 2 cards on the community page with a full explanation from the Power of the Elements Oracle deck on this patience card for us. It's kind of an overreaching card. Just be patient, because everything's a choice. You know, it's kind of like, okay, well, nice of you to kind of, yeah, no. This is overreaching, overarching, huge energy, huge directive by these cards and by what's happening. You know, they're tied into everything that's happening right now. And I used to be amazed by these things, these connections, but I'm not anymore. This is just like super, super perfect. Okay, so somewhere around midweek in your week, and we're talking, I got the calendar right here properly, we're looking at like the 21st, 22nd of August 2024, okay, and this reading is coming out right on the 21st, so it's, you know, the next 24 to 48 hours wherever you are on the globe. Just remember to be patient. That way your energy systems will be in perfect harmony to make some wise decisions about these changes that could be happening in your world. Okay. All right. Thanks again for being here. Please share this video if you care to. Y'all, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I'm pretty sure that I already mentioned, but I'll mention one more time, that there will be links. I'll have quick links down in the pinned comment section of this video. I'll give you one for the weekly reading if you missed that. I did post it early so that I could get ahead of some energies that were happening before the proper week started. So that'll be there, and there will be some other links to some trusted sources that can tell us you know, more about technical aspects of the planetary affectations on us as human beings throughout the rest of this week and probably through the rest of August, because it's a big dealio. And remember, Mercury is playing a huge part right now in this weekly system, and Mercury will be retrograde until the last week of August. So just hang on, and like the card says, be patient, and remember, you have a choice. You have a choice. Okay, so take that responsibility. Take that responsibility on with some grace, y'all. It's big power if you can do it. It's big power if you can do it. You know? All right. Thank you again for being here, y'all, and I will see you soon.